Well, hey there, fellas. December 7th or 8th update. I'm not sure. It's Tuesday. Um, Everything seems to be going pretty well. All my numbers are good. They're taking me off of meds at this point. They've taken me off all of my high blood pressure medication. They've taken me off of all of my diabetes medication. This morning, my sugar numbers are like 110. I'm down to 100.0 kilograms, whatever that is. I was down to 212, and then I ballooned up when I put all this poison in me. So I'm starting to trim back down a little bit. So that's going out to you, Lucky Levi. You know who you are. I'm still staying with it. Haven't given up. Real quick, because this is bugging just the bejesus out of me. Alec Baldwin. If you go on YouTube, you can have an enjoyable day of watching everybody just let you know what a big liar Alec Baldwin is as far as his negligent discharge and subsequent killing of this poor lady. Most people that know me know that I'm a gun guy. Most people that know me know that I am a single action Colt guy, whether it be a semi-automatic or revolver. This is one of my prized possessions. I have two. They're twins. That's why I shot competition for a long time. Alec Baldwin made the comment that there you go. I just checked this one, pulled it out of the safe. I checked it again while I was here, and then I just checked it again. That's what people do. The problem with Alec Baldwin is that he has chosen to be ignorant all of his life. He makes a living off of firearms. He can't even tell you how many movies he's starred in or whatever where he's handled firearms, yet he chooses to be ignorant in the handling of firearms, and that choice of ignorance is what resulted in this woman's death. He is absolutely 100% liable, guilty, whatever term you want to use. He is responsible. But real quick, he's also a liar, which real quick on the way these things. There we go. I just checked it again. The way these things work, okay. And real quick, if you ever pull a single action army back to half cock, do not ever simply pull the trigger and let it down, because the lock down here is not in place. Always pull it all the way back and then let it down, and that keeps you from getting the little lines on your cylinders. This thing's got probably 20,000 rounds through it. And as you can see, there are no lines on the cylinder. And actually, this was a gun that Bob Munden, you can look him up. Bob Munden did the action on this job, did the action on this pistol and my other one. You can't tell the difference between them, and they are smooth, just like butter. But on a Colt, when you go to pull it back, right there, we're in a safety catch. Okay, you might have been able to see the trigger kick forward also when it did that. He said something about he pulled the hammer back, so almost aware it was cocked, but he slipped his finger off. Doesn't work that way. Brought it back even. Yeah, still stopped at a half cock. And I'm doing this on a prized action too, so we'll just go ahead and we'll cock that dude. Okay. Now this is very light. It's a competition gun. It's made to go bang really, really quick, really, really fast, and really, really often. Guess what it's not doing right now? It's not going bang really quick, really fast, or really often, because that's not being pulled. Keep your finger off the trigger. There's like the 4, sometimes 5 rules of gun handling to be safe. Remember one. Well, this is the day of participation trophies. We don't want to ask a lot of you. Remember just one safety phrase, procedure, whatever you want to call it. Treat every gun as if it's loaded. Period. That's all you got to remember, and act accordingly. Okay, but and this is an actual Sam Colt. 45 Colt, and he had a Pieta. Guess who has more than one? Okay, and along with the Pietas, and like I said, I checked this before I took it out of the safe, and this is like the 3rd time I've checked this one also. So this one here, once again, now this is a 3 clicker. Okay, this is a 4 clicker. This is a 3 clicker because it doesn't have the firing pin mounted on the hammer. Okay, so it doesn't have that little very first notch. Okay, but since it doesn't have that notch, and you won't be able to see this on the camera, I'm sure, but there's kind of a transfer bar system in here. So the firing pin, when it goes to hit that firing pin, it can't make contact with that firing pin unless that trigger's pulled. Now if we apply pressure on that trigger, up, see how that trigger went back? Now when we drop this dude, if you could see it, you'd be able to see the firing pin protruding through the rear of that frame. And like I said, I don't know if you can see it or not, probably not. But regardless, it's the same deal. You know, you got a half cock in them, and that's where you load and unload the weapon. And you know, you go to pull it back and you slip your, and this is just a cheap $350 Italian spaghetti gun. And it doesn't go bang all by itself either. So go Brandon, and Alec Baldwin is a liar. Okay, look at that, pulled the trigger, hammer went down, magic. It's funny how them guns, and all of them seem to work that way. You know, you pull the triggers and they go bang. You don't pull the triggers, they don't go bang. It's not rocket surgery. But now I just figured I'll make a little video. This has been driving me crazy, because I know that I have friends out there that don't know. It's like, oh, that poor man, that poor. If you want to know about Alec Baldwin, look up his voicemail to his 12-year-old daughter. I think it was about a decade ago. That's Alec Baldwin. See what you think of him after that. But no, everything's good right now. To get back to me, I'm on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday plan as far as going to the hospital. Like I said, they're pulling me off of meds. In my hands. The plan is that they're going to give me this weekend off, so Country Mouse may get to come back to the woods for a while. I think they're looking at, for next week, possibly a Tuesday, Thursday type of a thing. See how that works out. All my numbers are good. My inflammation's up a little bit, but I don't know what I'm talking about, but myself and Julie both kind of contribute that to just the fact that, you know, hopefully these T cells are working, and that inflammation is just a result of them banging it out and getting rid of all this cancer crap. My biggest thing right now is just getting a good night's sleep. I had a few of them, and they've since gone away, and I'd like for those to return. My internal thermometer is all messed up. If I drink an ice cold glass of whatever, I have to put blankets on and everything else, because I start shivering and shaking and just, I can't hold it together. And which is a little weird for me, because I usually have a much better R value being a fat kid. So this is a new experience for me. I'm hoping to get in the woods for the last part of deer gun season on it was like 17th, 18th, something like that. Might take the old 4570 out and see if I can smash a doe or something. But no, and they're looking at like a PET scan, probably towards the mid to end of January, to see where we're at as far as all the T cells, and if they're working, and if I'm going to make it through this or not. But for right now, I feel great, feel fine. I have days when I'm incredibly tired, but I think that's just where my body's working on things. I'm starting to get some hair back finally, and it feels like an infant's hair, which is kind of weird. Hopefully that starts coming in a little better, so I can go visit my buddy Jim. But yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. Let's go, Brandon. Alec Baldwin's a liar. My health is doing much better. And God is good. God is great. So I think that covers everything. And if you have any questions about Alec Baldwin being a liar, feel free to reach out to me, and I can reconfirm that he is a liar. And that I hope he hangs. I hope him and Jesse Smollett get to share a cell together for a long, long time for what they have chosen to do. They've chosen to go out of their way to do things that have damaged other people, and they should pay for that. And I think I can get off my soapbox now. So you guys be good. Hopefully I'll get to see my kids on the range here pretty soon. I'm kind of pushing for that. I was actually hoping to see them last week, but things were closed up and we didn't have any practice. So, but hopefully we can get that going. And everybody be good. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and we'll see you on the range.